so we're
we
good
bought
with
it.
it,
We
so
own
it'll,
it.
hi.
No,
getting worse. I have cataracts, and I think I'm going to have an operation.
You know what, the good news is, I know it's like
Bingo. Welcome, everybody, to the Rye Town Council meeting of May 14th, 2026. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. O Lord, bless this assemblage, grant us the wisdom to make every decision fair-minded in the best interest for all its residents. Amen.
Amen. Hope, please call the roll.
Councilperson Debbie Friedman. Here. Councilperson Pamela Daffy.
Yes, here.
Councilperson Randy Sellier.
Present.
Councilperson Thomas Nardi.
Here.
And Supervisor Gary Zuckerman.
Present. Adoption of minutes. We have two meetings. One is the meeting of April the 16th, and the other is the special meeting of May 4th. We'll take both of them together unless there are any additions or corrections. May I have a motion and a second?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next item is the continuation of the public hearing pursuant to the eminent domain procedure law regarding the South Barry Avenue Bridge over Otter Creek. This matter was brought to a successful conclusion. We completed the purchase of the small strip of land necessary to do the bridge replacement, and therefore it is no longer necessary to go forward with the eminent domain proceeding, and therefore I will request a motion and a second to close the public hearing.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The public hearing is closed. We have several tax certs. The first one is 745 East Boston Post Road. Who's going to present on this? Is it Jeff or is it our assessor?
I just need to get, okay. Hi, I'm Jeff Binder, Town Attorney. First one is 745 East Boston Post Road. This is a small office building in the village of Mamaroneck, and the refunds are very minor, relatively very minor, about $4,000, little under $5,000 to the school district, $2,700 from the village, and the town is de minimis.
Any questions? If not, I have a motion and a second.
Make the motion. Second.
Call the roll, please, Hope.
Councilperson Friedman.
Yes.
Councilperson Jaffe.
Yes.
Councilperson Sellier.
Yes.
Councilperson Nardi.
Yes.
And Supervisor Zuckerman.
Yes. Second one is,
Yes, this is
Belmonte?
555 Boston Post Road. The refunds from the school district are a little bit more robust than the prior one, about $41,000. This covers from 2020 through 2025, and the refunds from the village are about just over $18,000. The building is it's another small office building with an AV of about $1.6 million.
so Jeff, just to confirm, The school district and the village of Mamaroneck are all aware of these.
Yes, we've gone over them several times, as well as during our regular meetings,
Our regular CERT meeting.
our regular CERT meetings, sorry.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
The only question I have, it's 5 years. I thought we had changed it to like 3 years to go back. I thought we had changed that, or maybe I'm wrong on that.
No, I mean, if a case is lingering, it can go back as many years. There's no limit.
No limit?
We try to nip them in the bud. We try to
Yeah.
resolve them early, if we can.
I know that because it's been unusual that, because the other one's only been like a couple of years, or, 2 or 3 years, and it's kind of,
You'll see on the next one it is, but what you're referring to is they have 4 years to submit a note of issue to the court.
Okay.
If they don't submit the note of issue, basically saying they're ready for trial, then it gets dismissed.
Okay.
That's what the period is.
Okay.
But once the note of issue is filed with the court, then it's up to the court and the two parties to bring it forward. So it could stay on. I remember when I first became supervisor, they had, which was in 2016, they had stuff going back 10 years.
yeah.
So, as Jeff said, we're trying to get as early as possible, but
No, I understand.
sometimes the
that.
petitioner doesn't always cooperate, and you can't come to,
That's
Yeah.
the only, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I'm questioning it, because all the other ones have only been a few years. It's been unusual that go back 5 years. That's the only reason.
Yeah, you'll see a variety of years at issue coming before you throughout the year. I can't say that there aren't gonna be cases coming forward that have more, but there'll be more coming forward that have fewer years at issue.
So I have just a general question. I noticed in both cases, these are commercial buildings, and the corrected assessment in both cases is lower than it was the prior year. Is there some trend in commercial real estate in that area, or?
This is commercial office space.
Yeah.
So.
Charlie?
Vacancies have clicked up a little bit, and, the rates haven't gone down, so our cap rates are kind of trickling up a little bit. So, right now, there's some changes to the market, so we, to get the reductions down a little bit, we had to do something for the 2025 year. That might have been a little bit more than we had to do for the 24 year or the 23 year. So, that's the reason why. And these are both very similar office buildings, and you can see their AVs kind of ended up roughly around 1.1-ish, right around there. So they're very similar properties, right on Boston Post Road, so. It just seemed like when these values came out 2020, so it was right around COVID, and then obviously things changed, so.
Thank you.
So generally, there's two ways to value properties in tax context. One is recent sales, which can be an excellent indicator of value, and another one is income approach and how the office building is doing with its cash flow and tenancies. So a lot of the building owners, they come to us and they sometimes plead poverty and vacancy and expenses. And so thankfully Charlie and Gordon in our assessment department, they really dig in and look under the hood for, legitimate expenses. And
So this is when the P&L statements come in hand, is when you do this?
yeah,
For the
income,
reductions?
we call them income and expense statements.
Okay.
Yeah, we require that they submit them to us, but we check them and cross-check them as to similar properties. And Dan and I also use databases to look at properties when we first get a case, to orient ourselves to see, recent sales.
Yeah, but sales are really appropriate for residential dwellings, more so than office buildings or retail, because they're so different.
Right. You're gonna do basically a discounted cash flow analysis to see, that's the way you value real estate,
That's one of them.
commercial real estate.
Yes.
So,
Capitalization.
does it seem like from these two buildings, there's a little bit of a I mean, it's consistent, I guess, with what's been going on in the country. that
COVID,
Commercial buildings are,
it was rough. COVID was really rough on commercial real estate. I mean, as you know, tremendous vacancies.
and now it's 4 years later. It's still
These are the
one of
cases we're dealing with now.
Right.
4 years
No, I
later,
understand.
So,
It's happening in, people got used to, I mean, it's a tremendous issue, I think, in Manhattan real estate with, frankly, people getting used to working at home.
interestingly, some of the office buildings that are like onesie twosies, single offices, you know, those actually didn't do so badly during COVID. People didn't really want to stay home every day. So they went into, a solo office. Anyway, then, you want me to go on the next property?
Not till we vote on this one.
That's right. Sorry.
Motion and a second, please.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Call the roll.
Councilperson Friedman,
Yes.
Councilperson Jaffe,
Yes.
Councilperson Selyer,
Yes.
Councilperson Nardi,
Yes.
and Supervisor Zuckerman.
Yes. And now the third one,
Third one's in Portchester, it's just 1 year at issue.
1 year, Tommy.
Okay.
And they're,
Yeah, but how much?
thanks to the great negotiating skills of Dan Tartaglia and along with the help of Charlie Zaba and staff, there's no refunds from the school district, no refunds from the village, and a hefty $835 refund from the town of Rye. I would recommend we approve that settlement. It's the AV on this is 5.3.
Motion and a second, please.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Councilperson Friedman,
Yes.
Councilperson Jaffe,
Yep.
Councilperson Selyer,
Yes.
Councilperson Nardi,
Yes.
and Supervisor Zuckerman.
Yes. Well, those are all the resolutions.
Yep.
Reports. Charlie, I think you have to leave.
No, I'm good.
Okay. He wasn't, okay.
Oh,
It-
I
he
gotta
didn't
go,
ex-
but we're moving so fast that
That's
You can
fine.
go, it's okay. Crawford Park.
Candy.
All right, I'm gonna try logging you again.
Okay, Annie, you're up. Okay, so this is, from January to April's, versus, 2025 and 2026 for Crawford Park. On the left side is the gross from 2025 and 2026, and on the right is for any municipality or school events that were waived for 2025 and 2026. This is how many events we currently have had. This is the breakdown from January all the way to April of private events, any concerts we've had, and any municipality or waived events that we've had, and also with the programs. And on May 3rd, we had the Westchester Philharmonic here, which was the last winter concert that we had. And then after that, we will have our summer concerts that will begin on July 9th, which would be every Thursday at 7 p.m. And then in approximately 2 weeks or so, we will have the Eco Fest here at Crawford. And that concludes my report.
All right, Chair, any questions?
I have a question. The first slide, when you have the private events and then the municipal events. Right. So are we finding that, you know, people have come to us asking like the municipal and the ones on the right-hand side, and they haven't been able to utilize the park because it's been used for a private event? Or
No.
we're not having conflicts like that where people want to?
The conflicts will begin in June and
Okay.
July, because everybody's trying to graduate and have graduation parties.
Okay,
So right now, it's kind of more available.
okay,
So we try to utilize the space, and some people are flexible. But during the summer, that's when it's a little more harder for people. So even though we might have the tent outside, we have the pavilion
okay,
and the mansion, if we don't get them to come here, we'll tell them that we also have Right Town Park
right.
with the pavilions if they'd like to do that. And most of them will say
They'll
it's
switch.
fine, or they'll
Okay.
switch the date if they can't work with the
Okay.
date that they requested.
But during this time period, we're not finding that, like, it's been booked for a private event and then the schools or somebody else is coming in to use it and they can't get access?
Schools, when they do their functions, it's mostly like
advance.
from 8 to 3 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. It's
Okay.
rare that they will do a Saturday.
Okay, and
The
most of the
only-
private events are weekends?
Right.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Candy? I'm curious. I'm looking at the 26 compared to the 25 private events, and there's substantially more money. But if you go to the next slide, the number of events are roughly the same.
Right.
So what accounts for the difference?
This year, most people want non-event hours. So they come in, they have their decorator, their caterer come and set up prior to the actual event. So they consume time. Some of them want to use our Certiorari chairs. So it does take, account to,
They're spending more money per event, is what it
Right.
comes down to. Okay, thank you.
So we saw last month, I think.
We had kind of like a dip in events, and this month we're
right.
very
when-
up, so it does even out.
During the winter, January, February, March, it's always slow. Once April, it's more nicer outside, people want to have events. And then middle of May, it just full gear with events.
Takes off.
Yeah.
And now that your team is looking after Rye Town Park year over year, this is the first year, but you're seeing gains there as well?
Yeah, a lot more, well, I guess we're more transparent with the clients as well, asking them, you need to submit your information, you wanna pay, okay, well, this is how we're doing it now. If you're gonna pay, you gotta pay credit card or check, no cash, if they want something, we tell them in advance. If you want someone to come in prior to our staff to decorate, set up an arch, or have a DJ to set themselves up, that requires time. If you want our equipment out and our staff, you know, you gotta pay for it, and most of them are understanding. Now that we've had a year in, the clients are like, okay, this is how we're doing things now, so they are more understanding now than they were the first year.
I realize those reports probably go to the Park Commission, but it'd be interesting to see if you do similar, how your team, I'm sure, is making a huge success of it there, so.
Well, starting from May on, it is picking up. April this year was slower compared to last year, but it is, we have more events,
It is growing.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rick, do you have anything?
Not really. Look how nice everything looks.
I was just gonna say, the lawn looks unbelievable. It's gorgeous. Thank you.
Well, I have a report involving this gentleman. I was sitting,
Require him standing up?
sitting, reading something, and my wife said, Randy, there are people in our backyard. There are people in our backyard. So I went out, and I was pleased to see, Vic. And the young man, what's the young man's name? Jonathan. And they were checking out the Guillen grave site, which, you know, I walked over there for the first time. A friend of mine came by after we met in the backyard and said, "What's that about?" And I said, "You know, I've never actually walked over there." And it is interesting, and the graves are not in good shape. I don't know if that's anything to be, they're very old, a lot of them are knocked over. I don't know if that's something that at some point.
You're gonna have to stand up.
Yeah, I apologize for making you stand up.
The beach today was nice.
You have a nice tan.
Okay, I had brought up, I think sometime last year, that the two other cemeteries besides the African-American cemetery need work, that the stones are tipped over, especially the Gedney, because the Gedney is seen by students and parents every day they walk by it, but the Guillen Cemetery is in bad shape also, yes.
And it just happens to be in Randy's backyard.
Just
Yes, it was
happens.
qu-
How many
right.
people do you know who have a cemetery in their backyard?
It's not
Well-
in my back.
No, it's
Kind of
not.
is. It's right in front of
But
your
the only
carriage
way
house.
there is going by his house and then going through his
I
backyard.
don't know, is there an easement? I have to do a little research.
There's an
That may
easement.
be a charge.
Oh, there's an easement. Don't worry about a thing, there's an easement.
That may be a
But-
moneymaker.
And what about, and then we also have, was it the Stewart that's up, that's got the
Stewart's
rope
up
around?
there, yes.
Yes,
Yep.
and that has, there's only one marker that's
One
up,
marker.
it's a baby marker that's up against a
Yes,
tree.
yes,
That's
I
the
had
only
said-
one that's
I-
left.
I had said to Randy, I will get somebody over there to clean that area up, and maybe there is a buried marker or two.
Yeah.
It's so, it's a shame, but, you know, the cemeteries are so old, especially that one, because it's roped off and it's marked as that, but there's no visible headstones,
It's
whether
not
they're
even-
buried or,
It's not even bigger than this room,
no, it's tiny, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very small.
yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I was going to say, while we force you to stand, so the work is continuing apace on the bathhouse at Right Town
Oh,
Park?
yes. Do you have any pictures? No?
It's
I have
gonna be a
plenty on my
surprise for
phone.
Sunday.
Yeah, today.
It's virtually finished, Pam.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
today all the partitions, stalls, went up, the cabinets are up. They're waiting on all really minor things. I mean, if you look at a corner, there's a metal stripping that runs, let's say, the length of your dais there. On the corners, the piece that fits there is what they're waiting for.
It looks amazing.
Oh, it does, it
Multiple
really,
times.
I tell you what, the Friends had hired somebody to do work on the tower building, and even though the inside of the tower building needs a ton of work, tower building looks really nice, really does.
The wall looks amazing.
The wall
The
is,
new wall
yes.
is amazing. They
And-
kept the art deco to it.
Yes.
I took a ride. I met Charlie. Charlie picked me up. We went and took a ride a couple weeks ago. Yeah, because I unfortunately haven't been able to get down there. And it was amazing. They did such a nice job on that wall. I was really pleased with that.
Yes, no, we have an engineer and an architect looking at the other wall for the Friends. The engineer is gonna have a study on, if you look at the other side of the parking lot where the wall is old, there is a stone wall underneath it, and they have to determine whether they can build on top of that stone or pull that out. So that's what they're waiting for on that side.
I haven't had a conversation with the architect since that started, which, I'm talking about 2 weeks. I haven't had a conversation in 2 weeks. Did they give you a timeline as to when that would be finished? That's,
They're waiting on the engineer's study.
they give you a
that's what
timeline
Gary's-
and when that would be done? That's what I'm asking.
We're talking about engineers here, you know.
And you're keeping him busy.
Just some other work. I don't know how many of you have used the beach. There's a pipe that comes out, and in low tide, you can see the pipe. Well, that pipe had broken up pretty bad, to where it was really a danger to anybody that would step near it. Today, the people that are Westmoreland contractors are doing the beach, the sand, moving the sand, and are doing a tremendous job. But today, they pulled out the 2 pieces of pipe, which are concrete with, mesh inside of it. And, well, those 2 pieces of concrete are attached to a steel pipe. So they had to be added to it, and they weren't secured. So that's why they separated and broke. But they put a new culvert in. They're gonna be back tomorrow to cement it more, but it's gonna be safe for everybody and better drainage for our pipe. So a lot of work going on there. That's why I spend a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vic.
Thanks, Vic.
Thank you, Vic. John?
Yes, before I get into these numbers, I just want to go over a couple highlights which indicate a positive trend to me. Number one, Carla and her team collected nearly $35 million this month, which is mostly county and town taxes. We in turn are investing that money in a local government investment program for about 3.6%. So we're getting as much in there as we can. On 5/26, we're gonna have to transfer 20 million of that over to the county. And in October, the rest of it goes over to the county also. I wish we could, for as long as we can, Gary. So getting back to the fact that we've collected so much money, Carla and her team, what's happening is we have less of a current receivable for county and town taxes this year than last year. So we're better by about 2.5 million in current taxes received, current county and taxes received, which is really a positive trend. Second thing I see which is really positive is the fact at the end of April, we had to pay out $700,000 of school taxes, which we're obligated to. Last year, we had to pay out at this time about 1.7 million. So what that indicates to me is that current taxes are being collected at a higher rate than in previous years. Why? I know Carla's gotten a lot more efficient in her department, and I think that we're making sure that people are paying what they're obligated to pay. So I think that sends a message to everybody that pay up. So I think that's a really positive trend. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Okay, good. All right. Oh, the report's not up. Okay. Is the report up?
Behind you.
Behind you.
Oh, all right. Oh, there it is, okay.
I don't understand why we can't put it on the screen.
Ah, there it goes. So there's our current receivable coming down, right there.
John, I have a directive for you. Directive. For the next meeting, get a laser pointer.
So here's our current receivable, again, a lot better than last year. Okay, again, I see the trend as a really positive trend. We're collecting current taxes a lot quicker than prior years. Okay, so secondly, when we get into the in rem, which is right here. Okay, again, last month this was about 80, so literally we've collected more in rem monies, about 250,000 of additional in rem monies, just hard work. And at the same point in time, what happens is with these in rem properties, is that once they're in rem, okay, those people are not paying their current taxes. So what ends up happening is we've collected 250, but the additional liens for this month have gone up by about 80. So it's a positive flow of about, last month that was about 1.8 million, $10,000. This month it's 1643, so we're making progress there. We've made a dent in it by about $170,000, which is really good, so. And again, if you see the numbers, what happened here?
We have it here too.
All right, I guess you can't see it there, something happened, but you can see it over here. Okay, so, again, very positive, both current taxes and in rem taxes are being collected. Anything happen there, David?
You know, I don't remember which buttons to push. Then you'll get the, ringer.
I'm not looking at the right.
Sorry, John's almost done.
I'm almost-
We,
So you get the
the people
gist.
can see it up on that screen, and
All right.
we have it on our
So
computer.
again, positive trends with the in rem and the lien properties. Last month, we were at 80 total in rem and lien. This month, we're at 73. We're collecting it, just working hard on it. We've collected a lot of money last month. And in addition, there's another collection which happened today. Bell, which isn't in here, so there's another in rem collection. So overall, if you can see what's going on here, total receivables. Yeah. Right, there we go. Total receivables this year relative to last year were down by about 1.7 million. So again, collections are really ramping up, and Carla's and her team are really efficient at it. Sure. So, I lost it. Hold on. We get that? I lost the lien summary.
Now I don't know what's going on.
Here's a lien summary. Oh, no, I don't want the lien summary. Pull that, not that one.
Not that one?
No, close it. We want the,
How about this one?
no, I don't want that one either. Close that off. We want in rem, yeah.
Oh, good, our updates are complete. This one?
Yeah, that's it. All right, great. Okay, so there's our in rem schedule. Again, Carla and I go through this every day. You know, we beat it up pretty good. So again, the trend shows that we're down from last month. We've collected about 250. But again, at the same point in time, what happens is additional liens go against those properties that are in rem. So there's a net positive of about $170,000 in rem compared to last month. Any questions?
Yeah, so, right now, 3 Bell places,
It's off.
Yeah.
they're off. So
Yeah.
you only have 7 properties left that are in rem. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Jeff, all of the petitions have been served on these?
Yeah, we did those, Jeff. We did lots of them.
Okay, and the redemption date is when?
I believe it's end of June.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you said, what was the number?
7.
There's 8 on the list, but they said 1 was just paid today.
Redemption date for them.
I thought.
Terrain,
You're looking at Schedule C, Randy.
terrain, should be coming in by the end of this month.
Pardon me?
Terrain
That's
should
what I
be
just
coming
sent you
in.
today.
Yeah, I just spoke to, I'm speaking to all the owners here.
Mhm.
So we're gonna get Terrain and Bell this month?
We did already get that.
We already got Bell, so we have
Terrain,
Yeah.
could be terrain.
Yeah.
And
Just for, so the 2021 and 2024 has been resolved? Is that what you were?
Top ones,
Because I see Schedule C,
schedule.
you said, okay. Schedule C, has 8, but I'm told one of them was resolved. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So, in our 2024 and 2021 still in play?
No, not really. They're in court, Randy.
They're in court?
the one from,
Yeah.
They're, yeah.
you're talking about 335 Westchester Avenue?
That's the KFC, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh, that's KFC, okay.
So does that mean there are 9 active NREM cases?
No, they're being,
Jeff, talking to
they're being
microphone.
prosecuted, we're,
Right, 9 cases are being prosecuted.
yes, we're pursuing those.
Yeah, that's all. I heard 7 and 7
But
plus
as
1.
as they redeem, as they pay off, we take them off.
Yeah,
So
right.
let's-
No, but Randy, the reason I said 7 is because these are the new petitions that were just filed. The other ones are trying to be resolved, the 2. The one from the cell tower, that's a cell tower located on top of the Housing Authority. And the other one is the Knights of Columbus. And those are, we're trying to reach resolution on
They're
those.
pending cases, that-
Right.
like all
But-
pending cases, we're attempting to resolve them.
Right. But the other ones have not really, those have not been in court yet.
Process has been served.
Process has been served, but a return.
Sorry for being a lawyer
there's-
and trying to
there's no
just
re-
understand. what
There's
we're
no
talking-
yet, there's not yet a return on it.
In one of the 8,
And Schedule D.
I'm sorry, did you say one of the 8 in Schedule C has been resolved?
That's right, Bell Place, third from the bottom.
Bell Place, okay?
And Willow Street, do we just know what's going on since that's such a big number?
No, not yet.
217?
Yes,
Those 2.
That will probably get resolved when
well, it's
it
both
gets
of those
to the court
properties.
itself.
Right, because both of those are the same owner, 10 and 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, so just remind me, when we say in rem eligible, I take it that means no proceeding has been commenced. And we have a policy about holding off on that until they've been delinquent for a certain period of time,
under the law,
which we should follow.
which we should follow.
Which we do follow.
A lien is filed when a property is 1 year in arrears. A lien gets filed with Westchester County. Subsequently, 18 months must pass in addition before you can file an in rem petition.
Is that 1 plus 6 or 1 plus 18?
It's 1 year plus 18.
1 plus 18.
1 plus 18, so
It used to be
2.5
24
years.
months. It used to be 24 months, now it's 18 months. So the that 18-month period will come about in July of this year. So that's why it is in rent eligible, and Jeff will start the petition process in July and set a redemption date.
Okay.
Any question on the other properties? We're all good?
I have a question on the next page when we get to the next page.
That is the next page.
The list, no, the page after that one.
Oh, the list.
When you get
Oh,
to
the
this
list.
long list, yes.
Okay.
When we scroll down in the first section of that page to 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6 from the bottom of the first section, the town of Rye is on the list for $11,000?
That shouldn't be.
So, didn't look good to me when I kind of scrolled down. I'm like,
John and I have had this discussion. The town of Rye, that's probably a property that we took in rent and own,
It needs to come off the roll.
and needs to come off.
All right, taking everything else off, I'll take that one.
it's the page below that one, if you scroll to the next page in the document. Where there's just a long list.
I don't see it.
It's not on that page, it's the
Oh, it's
next
on the
page.
lien list.
Refresh this.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's, which I didn't want to show. Okay.
Well, that way you got a question. It's just like, that doesn't look good. Why is the town of Rye on this with the lien against it and money owed?
Yeah, that's it.
He sent 3 reports.
That's at 11,567.
I'm not following.
He sent 3 reports.
We'll look at it.
To me.
Okay.
He said that he
We'll talk,
wanted
I'll talk to you
that
about
one,
it.
so then I took it off.
Yeah, I don't know where
But
that
I had to
happened.
refresh yours and
Probably
she
we
had
took
refresh
title to it.
yours.
Yeah.
That we took title of something that
To the
was.
property.
Okay, okay.
Right.
And then we would then owe the taxes on that, the back, I mean, how does
How
that
would it
work?
with the taxes? If we own the property, we shouldn't be, do we invoice ourselves?
We only pay, the town only pays for properties that we own for the sewer. So I'm not sure what this 11,000, I'd have to look at it. I'd have to go back and look at it. It could be a combination of a group of them.
Notice that the town is on the list and not the list we want to be on.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be on there.
The town is exempt from real estate taxes, so it
Right.
should not be on,
Right, it shouldn't be
Anyway.
on there.
anyway, so I don't know why it's on there.
All right, we'll take care of
Thank you
it.
for looking into it.
Thank you for bringing it up.
Good.
Anything else? No?
Nope.
Good.
How are you doing? Are you happy you took this job?
Of course.
Oh, of course.
Great people. I mean, can't beat the people. And the work's been in education, that's for sure. You know, it's different. I come from private, so a little bit different, but,
Well, numbers are numbers.
exactly. But I haven't had to track in rem. I haven't had to learn what in rem is.
Right,
to learn.
right, lots of different.
So it's a little bit different, but it's been a blast.
Good.
All right, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Update complete. I guess I'll leave it like this. You gonna use the computer?
No, I mean,
Carla, receiver of taxes, do you have anything you would like to add?
yes. Besides that, you said half of what I wanted to say. Hi, Carla Pugliese, receiver of taxes. We've been busy in our office this week. We sent out delinquent letters to any residents that did not pay the 2026 county and town tax bills that were due April 30th. It's really important to pay that because as of now, there's a penalty on it. We also sent out pre-lien letters that were mailed to any residents that have open taxes from 2025. Any delinquent taxes not paid by July 31st of 2026 will be filed as liens with the Westchester County Clerk's Office. The Village of Portchester and the Village of Rybrook taxes will be in the mail the first week of June and are due by June 30th. That's it. Basically,
Thank you. Any questions of Carla?
Everything's going smoothly.
everything's going smoothly. Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, thank
I
you.
just, Carl, I just had a quick question. Could you just, I'm sure just my own stupidity, the page that says reinstated and refunds payments in the report?
That's not my report, but
Oh, okay.
it is.
I apologize.
Which one? But what are you talking about? And I'll see.
Page 19 at the bottom.
I'm looking at page 23.
Okay, further down.
I don't know what he's looking at. Do you?
It says reinstated checks, and there's some, most of the
Is that from Antonio?
numbers are
It's part
black
of,
and some are red, and
it's
Is
part
that
of,
in the receiver's report or the financial report?
No, it's on the tax collection report. It looks like, well, looks like it is, I don't know. Maybe not, maybe Carla's might end up on 21 with her name at the bottom.
Put my name.
This one, right? It's like this?
Is that
No,
his report?
keep going, scroll down, keep going until it's a long list. It's past that, Debbie.
here.
It's page 23.
Here's a report, I don't understand it.
What don't you understand about it? Show me what you're not understanding so I can.
What is it? What does it purport to say? What is a black number and what is a red number?
You're looking at the one that has the notes on the side of bank returns or overpayments?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that's what Antonio does, so he knows what's happening. They either say bank return, the 6,000 was scanned into the wrong account, so they had to do a transfer. The 15,951.86 was not scanned, so they had to rescan it. The OL fail, the ones that say 427, those are online payments.
23, page 23.
And sometimes,
Does that make- does that make sense?
And they paid it and the owner paid it, so they have to
Randy,
Yeah,
is that
reimbursed.
answering your question?
Why don't you explain it?
Okay, for instance, the refunded overpayments, under that, CoreLogic is, it's abbreviated, it's a tax servicing agency for banks with mortgage, that hold the mortgages. And sometimes CoreLogic pays it out of their escrow account, and sometimes the owner pays it. Or
Right.
sometimes at the closing, the title company will pay it, so they received, an additional payment, so they had to get refunded. So even if it shows that the money went into the bank, but then it was considered an overpayment.
And
had
it
to be
depends on,
refunded.
it depends on who we get the check from first. So if the resident gives us a check first, they're gonna get the refund. CoreLogic usually waits till the end of the month to pay, for their mortgages. So that's why he's saying there's these overpayments at this point.
It's just normal course of business. no?
It's normal, yes. There's vouchers that happen, and they get refunded, yes. So Camille Linen, was a bank return and then scanned wrong. So that's what that one was.
Okay.
Bank return means that we return money to the bank, or that?
That the bank returned it.
It's called a bounce check.
Bounce,
Insufficient.
yes.
The bank check.
Or
That's what it is.
insufficient
It's a
funds.
bounce check.
That's what I thought
Insufficient
initially, but then, right, okay, that's fine.
Account for this stuff.
It's a bounce check, and then they do get charged $20 for their bounce
Right.
check. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, great, thanks.
Here's your papers.
What I want to know is why I don't have it here. I don't have those. You tell me where mine is.
Let me see, where are we, tax collections?
Not the digital version.
There it is. Go under tax collections.
I did.
Yeah, but there's two separate reports.
Did you find it?
Here they are.
Yeah, but I only have 9 pages.
That's what, I'm sure you understood it also, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't,
See
I
which one
understood
has
it,
the,
but my thing is,
I think it's the
mine
top
doesn't
one.
have all these pages,
It's
mine only
a
goes up to 9.
spreadsheet.
Even though, see, the tax collection,
Yeah, I know.
it only goes
That's
to
not
9
it.
pages.
So now I just lost the whole thing.
Tom, you probably refreshed it, so they downloaded it and then have an older version versus if we re-downloaded it right
Yeah.
before the meeting.
Yeah, you know, I get it, I
All right,
get
let
the
me get back
situation,
on
I'm
it.
not worried about it.
What was next on the agenda?
You do have this.
Town attorney, then the clerk. Yeah, town attorney, because receiver taxes are just done, town attorney, then the clerk.
The clerk and the town attorney.
Gary, for the next?
Town attorney, do you have anything
Um,
besides the interims?
just see if I have this report. No, not this month.
All right. Hopi, your report is submitted. Do you have anything else to add at this point?
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate Councilperson Pamela Jaffe on a special project she did with her group. What should I,
Okay.
could you explain it better?
I am currently enrolled in my Master's of Library and Information Science, and the semester took information systems. And my final project with the group, we had to report on an agency, company, iteration of either information security or preservation, and it had to be related to something that one of us in the group does for a living or adjacent to a living. So we asked Hope if we could do a report on the Town of Rye Clerk's office and their information preservation, given that town history goes back to 1600s, and the clerk oversees documents that range anywhere from, as you see in her reports, modern day back to the early 1700s. So we put together about a 40-page report, thanks to Hope and her team, filled with all sorts of information and gorgeous documents that Hope scanned and sent to us. Sent it into the professor, got kudos and a perfect score. So I thank Hope and her team for all their help with that project. And now Hope and her team are enshrouded in SUNY Buffalo history, basically.
The town of Rye is so rich in history, and we have so many people that stop by. They relish in looking at our minutes and all the genealogy and
And you have no clue
the
how much.
maps and that famous assessment tax roll, which was found in a basement on 10 Pearl Street, going back to 1799. So it's just, we have a lot of treasures.
A lot of
Can you
treasures.
monetize that report in terms of getting grant money? Like, can we use it to help?
Possibly.
Apply for grants?
Well, we did get grants to have a lot of the information scanned, and we had,
Can you build on that based on her research?
Possibly. I mean, there are a couple action items that we could possibly get grants towards, so.
she put together such wonderful notes, and she's a pro.
I'm
She
happy
took
to
all the
share it, but
information
it
and
does
then-
show how many iterations of preservation the clerk's office does on everything. So not only do we have the paper documents, but then we have the laserfiche, then it's brought into the cloud, and then it's sent to the county and to the state, and then eventually the state will tell us when it's fine to get rid of the paper. And you
Right.
just have no clue how much iteration of documentation this clerk's office protects and enshrines, and then brings to its timely and very safe and protected end.
That's
So
what we
making
hope.
sure that everyone's personal information is very well protected.
Yeah, and we have to
So-
follow,
I'm sorry.
the New York State Archives gives us it's LGS1. It's what we have to go by to let us know what documents are permanent, what documents could be disposed of in 6 years. It's a big book of everything that we have.
So, actually, you just triggered a question in my mind. I've been talking a lot with a friend of mine who is the official historian of the town of Pelham. And he has been very active this year, in particular relating to the, what is it, what is it? The 250th anniversary of the Constitution. And, you know, a lot of, actually, there was a fairly famous, important battle in Pelham on Glover Field as the,
I remember that. I was there.
as Washington was retreating up and going through White Plains, being chased, but keeping one step ahead of the British. But you mentioned all the work that you've been doing and the resource you have. So, has the town ever had an official town historian, as does Pelham?
We do. We have to have one by law.
And we
do.
who is that person?
Greg Hamilton, he was appointed.
Greg Hamilton.
And
He's
actually,
he's a Portchester one also, right?
He's a Portchester
was.
resident.
I think it became a conflict of interest, so he's the town's.
Oh, really?
Hey,
He could be
Peter.
I don't think it could be both. I could be wrong.
And is he active in that role?
I think so. He's active in a lot of roles. He's a very engaged, involved person, and he loves the community and.
Maybe he just,
A couple of months ago, he finished a history of the town together with Dan Breakwood, and it's published on our website. And was submitted to the Association of Towns for their 250th anniversary volume.
Be interested if you want.
We can get press out on that. I think it'd be really interesting for the local
Sure.
media.
When was it put on the website?
Probably about a month ago,
Oh,
maybe 2 months ago.
okay.
The Portchester Historical Society also has a fairly active group,
Yes.
and of which he's a part. I don't know who's chairing that, if he chairs that or if somebody else does, but they're, you know, they do things throughout the year, various events, and, so again, preserving history.
Greg has stopped by several times just to make sure we're doing everything right. We did secure a grant once to have 180 microfilm rolls converted and then scanned and digitized it. We have a lot of history.
And I didn't realize that Nick Mecca had been a town historian prior to this report.
Yes, he could tell you anything. I send a lot, I send a lot of people to him. He came on board when we had a flood down in the basement at 10 Pearl Street, and he found that assessment tax roll rolled up. And he sent it out, secured a grant to have it put in a frame and scrubbed a little and put on.
Freeze dried.
Yeah, freeze dried, that's
Yeah,
right.
freeze dried.
Yeah.
Would it be appropriate to post your SUNY Buffalo report on the clerk's office on the website, under the clerk's department?
I can ask my group cohort, but I'm sure they would be thrilled. I mean,
Sounds
I have to
good.
thank Hope for all the work and the time she spent. The feedback was even that the professor was very impressed by the amount of interplay.
We
Hope
know
had
how
with it.
lucky we are. You even spoke to the town clerk? That's so funny.
Well, I think it might be a decent idea at some point to invite the town historian to come to a meeting, tell us, talk about what he's up to in that capacity. Maybe
Maybe July.
I will tell you that the town historian of Pelham is posting stuff about what he's doing on social media at least once a week now. Part of that relates to the 250th anniversary. I don't know, were there any important battles in the town of Rye?
Yes, in the village of Mamaroneck, near where you live,
Where?
up on the hill. I've forgotten the name of the hill,
Huh.
but there was a battle there.
And then we do have one of the most historic sites in Westchester, if not New York, and there are a lot of stories to be told out of the African-American cemetery as well. But yeah, it might be fun to invite Greg for July or something to go with the sesquicentennial or whatnot.
Debbie, even people from the city of Rye come to visit us. Paul Hicks made arrangements that he came, and they're just amazed by the map that we have in your office of 1797, I think, yeah, of the town of Rye. That's another document that Nick found in the basement on Temporal Street.
Do you think it might be something that Chance would be interested in taking some of that information and putting it out onto social media to coincide with the national anniversary?
I think he would love to do that.
He is so gung-ho. He's amazing.
Well, he'll be, our administrative aide has started to work virtually a little bit this week, and he'll be in the office starting Monday.
He graduates Binghamton tomorrow. Go
Tomorrow.
Bearcats. So,
Bearcats.
Bearcats.
Bearcats,
We were
okay.
the Colonials when some of us went to Binghamton, but they are now the Bearcats.
I like Colonials. That's a great name.
It is a great name, but I guess Bearcats are cooler,
More fierce,
more fierce.
but the Colonials won.
We never won. Well, not Binghamton,
But the real
but they won.
Colonials won.
The real Colonials won.
I
Yes.
think it has more to do with the, perception of being a colonizer.
Possibly.
No, the Colonials were colonized as opposed to colonizers.
There was a Sunni movement, and we're getting off track here, but when they started rising through the NCAA to make cooler mascots. So when Binghamton actually had a winning basketball team, we ended up becoming something cooler than the Colonials.
Okay,
There you go.
Debbie, you brought up an interesting thing. Let's move on with the agenda. It's not on the agenda, but I know you have a presentation.
What's that? What am I talking about? Oh. I am promoting the Rye Town Park's annual community conversation is coming up this Sunday. It's under the pavilions. It is an annual event. It will be the May meeting of the Rye Town Park Commission. I encourage everyone who is interested, anyone who has anything to say, please come and participate. I would also tell you that the Soul Riders Half Marathon is going on at the beginning part of that event, and therefore we've published on social media, on our website, a map guiding people from Oakland Beach to Milton Road and onto Dearborn Avenue, and then Rye Police will be stationed at the intersection of Forest Avenue and Dearborn Avenue so that everyone can cross safely and get to the park. And I'm very pleased to announce that at the end of this annual community conversation, we will have a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate the completion of the interior of the 1925 bathhouse.
And that'll be at noon?
That will be.
11:30.
It's theoretically 11:30. We'll see how Supervisor Zuckerman runs the meeting.
That one tends to get chatty. But that's not his fault.
The 11:30 has been publicized as the time for the ribbon cutting, so just putting it out there. If people are
Depends.
coming just for the
We're
ribbon
going to have a
cutting.
regular meeting first, and we will try to get through the agenda as quickly as possible.
Terrific.
And then I just want to give a little bit of attention to the town's Pride celebration, which this will be the 6th annual Pride celebration. This is held at Rye-Town Park. This year, the Pride celebration is co-sponsored, not only with Rye Pride, who has been our partner every step of the way, but also now the City of Rye. So we're delighted. We have a program that starts at 3 p.m. with an art and pride fair, followed by musical performances at 5 p.m., a flag ceremony at 6, a mini parade at 6:30, and then an after party on the lawn until sunset. And we'll have food trucks and fabulous puppets and lots of fun things to do. So please come.
I'll be there. We have one more thing, don't we?
I think that's it. We talked about Echo Fest
EchoFest.
earlier.
Right.
Repeat the date, please, for EchoFest.
May 30th.
10 to 4, Crawford, right behind the mansion.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah, I don't think I have Echo Fest here.
It was in
It
the
was,
park report,
It was in
right?
the park
Was.
report.
Okay. Bears
And-
repeating anyway.
Worth repeating. And as the supervisor's ardent wish, we will be doing a butterfly release at Echo Fest this year,
That should be very nice.
as well as a special activity where we invite our young park goers to help us plant milkweed to create a new butterfly garden on the park
And we got
grounds.
special dispensation from the state to release.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, we
need to
did.
Get that, right.
Well, no, they usually will only allow 50, but Pam was persuasive and got them to let us
We got
release
100.
100.
Yeah, Garrison, Pennsylvania.
Butterfly release.
So,
It's strictly controlled
Why?
because
Oh, they're
it's the
pollinators.
state.
they're pollinators and you don't want them to, I guess, overpopulate an area because then it diminishes their population, if that makes sense. So there may not be enough
They need enough.
pollinators to sustain the amount of butterflies that you release.
Only in New York.
And probably every other highly liberal state, yes. Oddly enough, we are not allowed to use butterflies from Florida. Go figure. Really? Yeah.
Why are they invasive?
They're carnivorous to other
I believe it has something to do with pollutants.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Pollutants and yeah, basically,
Butterflies are pollutants.
not pollutants, but what is it called? When, as Randy just said, invasive species, but like there are different bacteria and contaminants that may come that you don't want to bring from a swamp lake state into a northern state.
Native species.
Native species are good. Nothing
Okay.
wrong with swamp lake states.
If are there anything else, any comments from the council?
No,
Then may I
Enough
have a
commenting.
motion? The next meetings are June 11th and July 9th. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
second.
All in favor? Aye. We are adjourned.